Hi guys, I'm Sarah.
I'm Sam.
And this is little Celia, and today we're gonna finally share our new house with you. We are so excited, but before we get to that, we just want to do a little recap of what we were looking for compared to our old house and what this, just little details about this new house. So with our old house, we basically moved in. It was built in the 50s. It had basically not been touched in that amount of time since it was built, and so it needed a lot of work, and we had a lot of time and money to put into it at that time because I had been teaching, plus I was working in the summer, so we had a lot of extra income. And so we basically, I guess you could say, quote unquote, flipped it, but that was never our intention. We were planning on staying there for a long time. But if you've been following along, Sam got a job offer in a new city where our family's from, where we grew up. So with the new baby, we decided to pack up, move, and find a new house. So just some basic specs about our old house when we were living in it. This is not after it was finished, because after it was finished, it had 4 bedrooms. But when we were living in it, it only had 2 bedrooms.
1 bath. It was less than 1,000 square feet of living space. The basement was unfinished.
Mm-hmm. It needed a new roof eventually.
A lot of love.
And it had honey oak wood, but we eventually painted it to white. But we added a lot of character and stuff that the house didn't have originally. I mean, it did have cove ceilings, which were beautiful, but the hardwood floors were covered and not in good shape. The kitchen was grody, and
the stairs were in a really bad spot for our way of living.
Yeah.
And
it didn't have good flow.
Right.
So we added all of that. But the house still wasn't finished to the point we would have liked it when we decided to move. The hardwood floors weren't refinished till we moved and stuff like that. So keep that in mind when we show you the new house. We definitely love the new house. It has amazing, great features, but it's a lot different than the old house, and our philosophy is a lot different than when we bought our last house. The last house was more of a starter home. Now that we have a baby, and we hope to have more in the future if infertility doesn't kick us in the butt. So we hope to have room to grow, and honestly, I've said this, and I really, truly hope we're here for 18 years. I don't want to move ever again. And I really want Celia to have a place to call home to look back on, and all the pictures will be here, and just to really have time to settle in and just make it home.
And actually enjoy the house versus jumping to the next one.
Just working on it, yeah. The last house we loved, but we didn't feel like we ever really settled and got to
we didn't really live.
It was just
work,
then move. Okay, so what we wanted in our new house,
I guess, just more bedrooms to start off.
We wanted 3 to 4 bedrooms.
A decent open layout.
Yeah, everything. We didn't want one big room with all the living space, but we wanted it all connected and open in a way that would work well for entertaining. And so when we're in the kitchen, we can talk to each other in the living room and that kind of thing.
I guess good flow and character. If you know us well enough, we like houses with character.
Yeah, we are drawn to more older houses, or houses with just not builder grade. And we had more money to work with this time, so we didn't want to have to add that kind of stuff. We wanted a lot of light. Our last house had a ton of light, and it just makes us so happy when we don't have to turn on the lights during the day. We like it just flooding in. And the white furniture and the white trim really helped with that in the old house. We wanted no renovations needed at all, no knocking down walls,
at least maybe if there were minor ones, but
nothing that would classify renovating.
Right.
We are fine updating things here and there or modifying, but no major renovations needed. We also really wanted white trim again. We didn't want to have to paint that, but we also said if we couldn't get white trim, we wanted dark. I don't think we really like the in-between, natural wood or honey color. We really like dark trim or white trim, and that seems like such a funny thing when you're house hunting, but when you know what it's like to paint it all, you try to find that in the house if you can, but that was definitely not high on our list.
And the last thing, I guess, was a 2-car garage, especially with last winter. it was
in Minnesota.
not worth it to have just one.
Yeah, it really sucked.
So one of us would be fine, but then the other would just suffer.
Right. Plus, we only had like a single lane driveway, so we were always like blocking each other, which was really annoying. So we really wanted a 2-car garage if we could. We prefer it to be attached, but that's not a big deal. So what we ended up getting in this new house that we will be showing you, we got 3 bedrooms on one level, which we love.
We have a great layout in our opinion and for our taste.
Right, for our lifestyle. It's all connected, but not like one big room. And we also, it's a 4-level house. So our last house was a ranch style. It had a basement, but we never ended up finishing it while we were living there. It ended up being finished after we had moved out or getting ready to sell. But this house has 4 finished levels. It's basically, how I describe it, is like a 2-story and connected to a 2-story like this. So there's like 6 steps between each level. And it's considered a split level, but it's more of like a back split. All the stairs are in the back of the first level, so it's not like you walk in and you have to go up or downstairs, which we saw a lot of bi-level splits, which we really don't like. When you have to walk in and go up or down right away.
Very cookie cutter, and one was just like the last one.
Yeah, we saw so many like that, and they were all pretty much the exact same, but like different wood, or one room was slightly bigger than a room in the other house, and a lot of them had 2 bedrooms on the main level and 2 bedrooms in the basement, which didn't seem, we'd rather have like 3 bedrooms on one floor. We also got a family room on top of the living room, so we have a family room plus 2 basement rooms that we can just kind of do whatever with and maybe fix up in the future.
Which also has fireplaces.
So we got 2 fireplaces, 2 bay windows, tons of character, as you will see.
2 baths.
2 bathrooms, so that's awesome. Having 2 instead of 1.
A heated 2-car garage.
Yeah, heated.
And
that was even
a pretty decent sized backyard.
Yeah, a pretty great backyard with tons of landscaping, which we're kind of worried about since we're not used to doing any landscaping. But hopefully it'll just like grow in and look beautiful. So our plan for this house is a lot different than our last house. This house is pretty much finished. I mean, everything is structurally the way we want it, and it's functional as is. We don't need to do anything to make it livable like we did in our last house. So we're planning on taking it pretty slow. We want to be here a long time. We want to make sure we really know how we're going to live, especially as a family of 3 now. Before we do anything major. And so if you don't see us painting and stuff like that for a while, that's because we're just taking our time, and with a 7-week-old and 2 dogs, as you can see, she keeps us busy, so we don't have as much time to do that, and we really just want to spend a lot of time with her, cherishing these moments and not all on our house. So we're going to take it slow, but we definitely will update you guys as we go. So let's get to the house tour. Okay, so here I am. This is the front door. I'm going to show you the very first thing you see when you walk in, which is the dining room and the kitchen. As you can see, we have this awesome wall of brick with the fireplace, and don't mind the art. It's not going the right way, but I think it fits well up there, so I'm going to redecorate it. And we also have this bay window in here, and this is a huge room overall for a dining room. We could fit a much bigger table in here. Here's kind of from this view. We have this wooden ceiling with skylights and these beams and like kind of a funky fan, which I think is in here to help circulate the heat from the fireplace. It is a wood burning fireplace. We have been thinking about maybe switching it over to gas eventually because it does make it pretty cold in here. And I'm pretty sure this is the original tile floor. It's kind of got that orangish hue to it. And then over here, you can see the kitchen. And right now we just have our bookshelf here. Keep in mind, nothing's decorated or anything. It's just kind of what makes sense at the time. So from the fireplace wall, you can see over here we have this huge closet. We have this cute little stained glass window, and then that right there is the doorway to the living room. Let's look at this closet. It's like, I would describe the door as like, I don't know if this makes sense, but like a handicap size door, like a really big door. with all this storage. And we don't use the front door to come in, so that's why there's like no coats in here. Then you get a glimpse of the living room. I'll take you back. So here is the kitchen. It's got these beautiful cherry cabinets. Not our white, but I do really, really like them. And it's got just like that tin ceiling, but they use the tiles on the backsplash. And it's got Formica counters. It's got a nice deep sink, which we like, and a nice big window with a nice light over it. Great appliances, definitely upgrade of what we had in the old house. And so here's the dining room. We've got this little area over here where we can keep like appliances and stuff. We've got a fridge. We've got the stairs. That's the stairs up to the bedrooms. This is the stairs down to the family room. And then from this perspective, we have all these cabinets and a dishwasher and this like linoleum tile floor. I'm not crazy about, but it's fine. And then if you look up, you see we have these beautiful beams, which I think are original. I don't know, but they're really pretty. And they're like vaulted ceilings. So that's the kitchen. So from the kitchen, you can go to the living room, which is over here. Here's Sam with little Celia. And in here we have, so the beams carry on. We have another humongous bay window, which we love. And just it's a huge room. It's hard to see, I guess, on camera. But so here's, if I was coming in from more of like the entry area, the dining room, this is what you see. This is a really cool, we call it the balcony. That's the upstairs where the bedrooms are, and I'll show you what it looks like from up there. But it's just a little balcony, and we really love it. It keeps all the floors kind of open to each other. And right now we just have like a changing area set up for Celia. There's this little nook here, the stairs up, and then the living room, the bay window with those lights and a plant the house came with. And then from this perspective, so that's over to the dining room. Here's the kitchen, stairs downstairs, stairs upstairs. And then we have this closet, which is actually right behind the fridge. The fridge kind of sits in the closet back away, so it's more of like a really shallow pantry cabinet. But we really like that. Extra storage. We did not have like any additional storage in our old house built in, so kind of had to add it. But yes, this is the main floor, and we have, I think these are called hand scraped wood floors because they kind of go down on the edges, which I really like them. Really pretty. Yeah. So let's go upstairs. So it's just a few steps up. I'm guessing you can tell what that room is, but we're actually going to go left. So to the left, here's what you see. Over here, this is a really big linen closet, which I kind of have organized. It's got bifold doors, so it's pretty big. And then here's the main bathroom that we use. Sorry. It's outdated. It could definitely use some love, but it's fine. Nothing, I mean, the light's been updated. But it's got like the original tile, this blue countertop, nothing fancy, but it's fine. And then we have this little medicine cabinet and a full tub and shower. Here's if you look the other way, there's Lucy. It came with this mirror, which I actually really like. It's handy for putting on makeup. So to the left of the bathroom, the first room here behind this door is what we're using as the office. It is definitely not beautiful, but whatever. We finally got it unpacked at least. I'm missing part of my desk skirt. I can't find it. And then it came with, this room had this in it. We're just using it right now, but we're not planning on keeping it. But there's a window, and then we have a closet behind here, bifold doors. And then there's that linen closet again. So if we leave this room, see how we can see downstairs? So it's all really open. And then if you go in here, I think you can tell what this room is. This is Celia's nursery. She's not currently sleeping in here yet, but so it's not set up at all. And the dresser we had purchased for this room is really big, and we needed the storage more than she does, so we ended up putting that in our bedroom. But if you look from over here, it's a pretty small room. It'll work perfectly as a nursery. and it gets good light through that window. And I'll just show you her closet. These are good sized closets. Nothing crazy, but definitely not small. So yeah, definitely a nice little nursery. I think I'll probably paint this white. I don't know why it's only on 2 walls and not this one, but whatever. And then I don't know what I'm doing for colors in here yet. Wish I could have got that done when I was pregnant, but that's okay. So you can see down, like I can kind of see into the kitchen. I'm at the top of the stairs and I can look over here. So if we go into this little balcony area, which by the way, this art I bought for the old house and I absolutely love how it fits here and that we can see it from the room below. So when I'm up here, I can just be like, hey San, make me some coffee, or you know, oh, I can kind of watch TV. And we just kind of picture this area of like Celia doing little like fashion shows, or like we could do a puppet show up here at birthday parties to kids below, and I just think it's so cool. I don't know, it's just a fun little feature of the house. One thing we do need to do is these rails are too far apart for code. Like a kid could totally, like if you look at Clem, she was just sticking her head through there. A kid could totally fall through that, so we need to replace it, put them closer together, or just like put some plexiglass up or something in the meantime. But anyway, so over here we have the master bedroom, and it's not set up how it will be, but right now Celia's still sleeping in our bedroom. So the bed will actually come this way more. It won't be centered under the window, but I'm going to do a trick with the window treatment to make it look centered, because we need a room for this big dresser, and the room is pretty much just big enough for the bed and the dresser and the nightstands. But the pack and play that she's sleeping in is a little wider, so the bed got moved over just a little bit. But yeah, so we have 2 closets in here. I can't find some of my closet stuff, so right now this is how it's laid out, but it'll change once I get more boxes unpacked. But I still really like that art I bought for the old house to stage it. I'm gonna hang it above that and then, I don't know, do something fun. So yeah, here's the upstairs. Now we're going back down. Dogs love going up and down the stairs. Come on, Luce. So now we already saw this floor. Here's the living room. Here's the kitchen. And now we're gonna head down. So you will be seeing the family room, a bathroom, and the laundry room, which we didn't have the laundry room in the old house. So if you go to the left, we have, this is the level we come in the house on, because it's the ground level, and it goes to the backyard where the garage is. There's these hooks that came with the house. We keep her car seat here for now. There's this closet with all these shelves, so I'm using it as shoe storage. I love that. Because there's also another closet here, which is right under the linen closet, so it's the same idea. Bifold door, really big, so we have all our coats and then like cleaning supplies in here. And then under the other bathroom upstairs, we have this bathroom, which is kind of like retro. Part of me kind of likes it. I know I'll probably change it out eventually, but it's just got this blue and orange scheme going on, and then they have the ceiling tiles and the rustic wood. I mean, it's kind of got a lot of things going on, but I mean, it's cute, and it's got a shower. It's kind of old, but it'll do. And then they left this rug, which I don't hate, so whatever. We'll take it. So yeah, this is what you see when you leave this room. Here's the stairs back up to the main floor. And then over here is the laundry room, which has this built-in desk, this wall of like cork, which is kind of cool. And then a window, that's our freezer. Have a really nice washer and dryer in this house. And then we have all this storage here too, which we're currently using for like cleaning supplies and tools and stuff like that. But we could definitely fit some cabinets up here. I don't know. Lots of space. I kind of envision this as like a craft room / laundry room eventually, but right now this is great for folding clothes and whatnot. Here's our ironing board. So when we leave this room, you can see straight up. This door, which we'll get to, actually leads down to another level. Like I said, it's 4 levels. But in here, this is the family room. So this is the back door right here where we walk in, and there's Clementine. I have just like this little setup right now. And this has more of like a rustic feel. So if you see like the trim and stuff is more like rustic, and it's got this paneling. And then this is the only place in the house for the most part with carpet. But this window is brand new and it's humongous. I love it. And then this floor has like lighter stained, more orange toned beams. I don't love them. Might paint them, might stain them, I don't know. But it also has a fireplace. It's a little different than the last one, but same kind of brick. And I love this brick. I love that it's not really red. It's kind of got, let's get a close up. It's got some like grays and blacks and like some just lighter like tans and grays. I love it. Sam actually made that for me for our anniversary a few years ago. This is gonna be fixed, but right now we just have a bunch of random stuff. Sam's punching bag because we can't get it down the stairs because it's full of heavy water. But yeah, so here's just our little back door area. So let's go look at the basement. These are just bonus rooms. So right now they're just full of boxes. So we come down. Yeah, just sorry, it's really hard to tell, but there's the dog's crates just full of boxes. This is a pretty decent sized room. There's a little nook over there. Here's the closet, which actually has all of our like utilities in one little space, which I actually really like, so they don't take up a ton of space. If you come over here, the light switch doesn't work because the string broke, but this is all storage, which is awesome. Right now we have a lot in storage, but I think as we unpack more, it'll become less. Don't ask me how we lived in a much smaller house, but we still have all these boxes to unpack. And then in here is Sam's favorite room. He gets a little workout room. He has a lot of plans for this, but right now this is what it looks like. Nothing fancy, but we could definitely eventually renovate these. We don't have to, but we could renovate these 2 rooms and make this like an official bedroom with a closet and make it look a lot nicer if we have more kids or want like space for guests or whatnot. But it's fine for now. I thought this might end up being a playroom, but I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Lucy. So I will take you just straight back to look at the little bit of the backyard. Okay, so I was going to show you the backyard, but our neighbor's out there and I don't want to appear to be really weird. So I'm just going to show you through the window. Here is this beautiful like paved area. We're going to put a fire pit. That is actually a fountain there, and they left a ton of wood all along the back of the garage. There's a ton of wood too for the fireplaces, but we're probably going to use them for bonfires. And then over here, you can kind of see we have this pergola, and it actually has a cover too we haven't put on yet. So we can put a table there. And then there's a path that leads to the garage, which is really nice. It's a 2-car garage. And then we have a bunch of space on the side too. That is kind of hard to tell, but that's where like Celia will probably play. And then we have a ton of space also on like the side yard, which is over here, and the front yard. But it's all like landscape, so I don't know how much green space it'll have. It's Minnesota, so like it snowed last week and it finally melted. But this is what it looks like for now. It's pretty awesome to have like entertaining space outside. We're not used to that at the old house at all. And we don't have neighbors really in the back at all too much. Like they're not close at all, so it's very private. So yeah, we're really excited. We're so excited to take you guys on this journey. We're very sorry for not posting more, but life has been insane. Hopefully you can kind of imagine with a newborn and all this moving and living with my parents and stuff, it's been very crazy. But we're excited to finally have a home that's our own and to just settle down and unwind and, you know, live with our new baby and just cherish these moments. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll definitely keep updating you as we improve the house and organize it and do projects and stuff like that. But remember, it's not going to be boom, boom, boom like the last house. We want to just take our time and really love the process and just have fun. And I don't know, I think it's really fun to share, and there's no pressure to like do it all right now because most people don't live that way. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.